So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mike Davenport from the Auto Steel Partnership. First of all, I want to thank CAR for organizing MBS and continuing to bring together leaders from across the automotive industry. Auto Steel Partnership and CAR have had a great relationship for many years. CAR has been a strong voice in the industry through market analysis, advocacy, and industry leadership. At Auto Steel Partnership, our role is different but complementary. We focus on collaborative technical research, helping solve industry-wide engineering challenges so manufacturers can use steel more efficiently, more safely, and more sustainability. Today, instead of talking about technical projects, I want to talk about something that may be even more important long-term: how we collectively prepare the next generation of engineers for careers in automotive. For those of you less familiar with Auto Steel Partnership, we are a Michigan-based nonprofit organization governed by a board of directors. Our membership includes steel producers, automotive OEMs, and suppliers from across the value chain. What makes ASP unique is that we operate in a pre-competitive space. Companies come together to solve technical challenges that are too large, too expensive, or too industry-wide for any one organization to solve alone. That collaboration model has been extremely successful for nearly 4 decades. And increasingly, we believe that the same collaboration model is critical for workforce development. ASP really operates around 3 major pillars. The first is collective technical research and application-based problem solving. The second is industry education and knowledge transfer. Many of you have probably participated in one of our webinars on forming, joining, or metallurgy. The third pillar, the one I want to focus on today, is developing the next generation of engineers. Honestly, this is probably the most important work we do. It's also some of the most fun and rewarding work because you can directly see the impact on the students, the companies, and ultimately the future of our industries. One of the biggest challenges we face is that many engineering students simply do not understand the opportunities available in automotive and steel markets. They often have very limited exposure to manufacturing environments or real-world engineering problems. But when you give students authentic technical challenges, real issues that matter to the industry, they become incredibly engaged. They want to work on things that are tangible, meaningful, and impactful. Impactful. That is where the collaboration between industry and university becomes so powerful. Over the years, we estimate that ASP has worked with more than 500 university students through research collaborations, capstone projects, and technical engagements. These experiences matter because they expose students to real technical problems, real engineers, and real manufacturing challenges at a critical point in their development. One thing I want to emphasize is that these are not abstract programs or statistics. These are real students whose careers are being shaped by this industry engagement. One example I'll bring is Meet Patel. Meet was a master's student at the University of Waterloo working on ASP-funded projects on resistant spot welding. What is interesting is how he describes the experience. He said the program showed him how research could move beyond the lab and create real solutions that advance the automotive industry. After graduation, Meet joined Magna as a welding engineer in a fast-paced production environment, and today he's part of Magna's global R&D team at Promatech in the Greater Toronto area. That's exactly the type of pathway we hope to create. Another great example is Gavin Sheffer from Michigan Tech. Gavin worked at an ASP-sponsored senior design capstone project focused on steel automotive side door functionality and hinge assessment. The team developed an innovative 4-bar linkage hinge system with emergency manual release. The project was eventually displayed here at CAR MBS, and it actually received an Altair and Lighten Award honorable mention. But maybe the most important outcome is that Gavin ultimately joined Martin Maria, and he has participated on the ASP's design team. This is a full circle impact that's really valuable to the whole industry. University partnerships can take a couple of different routes. One of them is through graduate research partnerships. ASP collaborates with a number of universities at the graduate level. These projects involve master's students, PhD students, faculty researchers, and industry subject matter experts working together on real technical challenges. We have ongoing or past collaborations with universities like Waterloo, Oakland, Windsor, Michigan, Kettering, and the University of South Florida. The projects span areas like forming simulation, joining technologies, material characterization, and manufacturing process development. The important part is not the technical output. The important part is that the students gain real direct exposure to real engineering challenges our industry is trying to solve. In addition to graduate research, we also work extensively with undergraduate engineering students. One example is our work with Michigan Technological University through Capstone Design. Students work in teams of 4 to 6 on real projects sponsored by industry challenges. These are not textbook exercises. These are actual engineering problems brought directly from the industry. Students interact weekly with sponsors. They manage budgets, schedules, and present technical reviews, and ultimately deliver engineering recommendations and prototypes. This gives students exposure to the kinds of careers and technical challenges that exist in automotive and steel manufacturing. The projects themselves are often incredibly interesting. Students work on forming challenges, joining validation, lightweighting studies, battery protection optimization, and manufacturing or durability issues. But what makes the projects valuable is that the students quickly realize engineering is not just equations on paper. Engineering is collaboration, engineering is communication, engineering is balancing cost, sustainability, manufacturing, timing, performance, and safety. And they begin to see themselves as part of the automotive and steel industries. The value to the industry goes well beyond goodwill. ASP member companies gain early access to engineering talent. They build relationships with universities and faculty. They increase awareness of their company among students, and they can explore technical issues that may not otherwise receive internal resources. Many companies tell us these projects become some of their best recruiting tools because students build personal connections with engineers and organizations throughout the project. For students, the impact can be life-changing. Many students enter engineering without fully understanding what engineers actually do day to day. These projects expose them to manufacturing environments, technical teamwork, customer interactions, and real engineering decision-making. Very often, students leave these experiences excited about careers in automotive and steel, industries that they may never have previously considered. For the collaboration model itself, it's actually pretty simple. Industry provides real-world challenges, universities provide talent, faculty expertise, and structure, and the students bring energy, creativity, and a fresh perspective. When these pieces come together, everybody wins. The industry gains talent, students gain direction, universities stay connected to real-world engineering, and ultimately we strengthen the future competitiveness of the automotive and steel industries. Before I wrap up, I also want to briefly mention why organizations continue to participate in Auto Steel Partnership. At its core, ASP is about collaboration. Our members work together on technical challenges that affect the entire industry. But increasingly, companies also recognize that workforce value of participation. Through ASP, organizations gain access not only to technical collaboration and educational programming, but also to university engagement, opportunity, and early exposure to future engineering talent. Our membership includes steel producers, OEMs, and suppliers working together because the challenges facing our industry are too important to solve in isolation. And for companies looking to become more connected to the next generation of engineers, this is a very effective way to engage. So how do you engage? One of the things that I thought was great this morning was Pat from Martin Maria talked about, part of solving a problem is showing up and engaging. I often find myself reminding individuals and companies that if you want to be seen as a leader in the industry, you actually need to stand up and lead something. So I thought that was a great message from Pat. And so if your organization is currently not involved with ASP, I'd encourage you to consider joining us, whether it's as a member, an affiliate, a research partner, or just a project sponsor. You can start small, sponsor a project, participate in a webinar, connect with the university team, bring students into your engineering challenges. You may be surprised how valuable those relationships become, both the students and for the organization. Your support in helping build the next generation of engineers may be the best investments we can make in the future of our industries. So again, thank you to CAR for the opportunity to speak today and for the longstanding collaboration between CAR and Auto Steel Partnership. The future of our industry will depend not only on the technologies we all develop, but also on the engineers we inspire and prepare. Thank you very much.